Look around you right now. Everyone you see wants the good life. Health, wealth, love, happiness, the whole package. But here's what will shock you. 90% of these people will never get it. Not because they don't work hard, not because they're not smart enough, but because they're violating what Tai Lopez calls the 30% rule, and it's destroying their future. I'm about to show you why most people are stuck in mediocrity, while a small group of winners are living the life everyone else dreams about. You know Tai Lopez, right? The guy reading books in his garage next to Lamborghinis? Most people mock him, but here's what they don't know. Tai Lopez built a multi-million-dollar empire by following one simple rule that changed everything. A rule that separates the 1% from the 99%. As Tai Lopez says, everyone wants the good life, but not everyone is willing to follow these rules. And today, I'm going to break down the exact rule that's either making you rich or keeping you broke. But here's what will blow your mind. In the next minutes, you'll discover why 90% of people are trapped in the wrong social circle. The 33% rule that billionaires use to accelerate success. How to identify if you're the one holding yourself back, and the exact strategy to surround yourself with people who will make you unstoppable. But first, let me tell you about the day Tai Lopez had $47 in his bank account. Picture this. You're lying on your mother's couch. You're broke. $47 in your bank account. Your car has literal holes in the floor, so big that if you put your foot through, you could lose it. You've spent years searching for the good life, but you're further from it than ever. This was Tai Lopez's reality. No college degree. His only skill? Milking cows. Not exactly in high demand in the modern economy. But then something clicked. As Tai Lopez tells it, I remembered what my grandfather said. Look outside yourself. That moment of desperation became the breakthrough that would make him millions, because he discovered something that 90% of people get completely wrong about success. Here's what Tai Lopez realized that changed everything. Your success is not determined by how hard you work. It's determined by who you surround yourself with. As Tai Lopez puts it, mentors, your ability to copy, is the greatest predictor of success you'll have in life. Here's where most people screw up massively. They think mentorship means finding one person to guide them. Wrong. Tai Lopez discovered what he calls the law of 33%. And this is where it gets interesting. You should divide your life and spend 33% of your time surrounded by people below you. Be their mentor, help them grow. Why? Because it makes you feel good about yourself, and confidence is crucial for success. Then 33% with people at your level. These become your friends, your peers, your support system. But here's the game changer that changes everything. The 33% that 90% of people completely ignore. You need to spend 33% of your time with people who are 10, 20 years ahead of you. As Tai Lopez warns, they will make you uncomfortable, but that's exactly what you want. But Tai Lopez takes it further with what he calls the 10x rule. Don't find someone just slightly better than you. Find someone 10 times better. As Tai Lopez explains, if you want to build $1 million company, find someone who has a $10 million company. Most people are afraid to go to the top. They think, why would a billionaire want to help me? And this is where it gets absolutely insane. Here's what Tai Lopez discovered. Successful people remember their struggles. They want to help if you approach them right. Tai Lopez's friend Frank listened to one of his speeches and decided to test this theory. He reached out to successful people, including Elon Musk, the only man to own $3 billion companies. Guess what happened? Elon Musk replied. They had lunch. Why? Because as Tai Lopez says, people remember their difficulties and they will help you too. But most people never even try. So how do you actually apply the 33% rule? Tai Lopez gives us 4 non-negotiables. First, humility. Here's one of Tai Lopez's favorite stories about Sam Walton, the richest man in America. Even as a billionaire, Sam Walton was found crawling on the floor of stores in Brazil, measuring aisle widths with a measuring tape. Why? To see if Brazilians knew something he didn't. As Tai Lopez puts it, you'd think he'd be arrogant, but everyone wants the good life. not everyone is as humble as Sam Walton was. Second, persistence. When Tai Lopez's real estate friend wanted a mentor, he was rejected 17 times. On the 17th attempt, the secretary felt sorry for him and told him to hide behind a plant by the elevator. When the billionaire came out, he'd have 4 floors in the elevator to convince him. It worked. That mentor helped him become one of the world's richest real estate investors. But wait, here's the secret nobody talks about. Third, books. As Tai Lopez says, see books as hidden treasures. The greatest mentors who ever lived, Shakespeare, Darwin, Gandhi, they're all sitting in your local bookstore for $5. Tai Lopez reads a book every day. Most people think that's impossible. But as he explains, sometimes it takes me a week, but sometimes only 1 or 2 things are worth reading. Most books only have that much. Fourth, toughness. Tai Lopez talks about Stoics versus Epicureans. Stoics sacrifice present pleasure for future success. Epicureans live for today. They're consumers. As Tai Lopez warns, luxury has a price. It kills your hopes, dreams, and ambitions. When's the last time you went a week without sugar, walked instead of driving, did 100 push-ups, took a cold shower? As Tai Lopez puts it, not everyone is ready to toughen up for the good life. But hold on. This is where it gets really powerful. Here's your challenge. Apply the 33% rule starting today. Look at your 5 closest friends right now. Are they pulling you up or dragging you down? Because as Tai Lopez discovered, you become the average of the people you spend the most time with. Find one person who's 10x ahead of you in the area you want to improve. Reach out to them. Offer value in exchange for knowledge. Remember what Tai Lopez learned with $47 in his bank account. Everyone wants the good life, but not everyone is willing to follow these rules. As he says, it's supposed to be hard. The hard is what makes it great. Your mentors are waiting. Your 33% is calling. The only question is, are you brave enough to step into discomfort? Because that discomfort, that's where the good life begins. Stop being average. Start being intentional about who you surround yourself with. Your future self is counting on the decision you make today. Remember, everyone wants the good life, but the 33% rule separates those who get it from those who just dream about it.